My name's Lucy. I'm the Self-Directed Support Development Worker for Gypsy Travellers at MECOPP. My role is mainly about raising awareness of SDS among Gypsy travellers and supporting community members to access the SDS options. One of the challenges in my role has been about a lack of positive stories of Gypsy travellers accessing SDS. So people have said to me, show me it working for somebody else and I'll think about it, but then I've struggled to come up with a story. So we teamed up with Diversity Matters to try and generate some of our own stories. We ran a series of events called Everyone Together, specifically for minority ethnic communities, to try and raise awareness of SDS, to introduce what it's all about, the principles underpinning it, how to access it, etc. But as part of those events, we also offered participants small budgets of up to £200 to try experimenting with. And it was also a way of us to capture and create a bank of stories that we could then share among the community and hopefully inspire other people to access SDS. As part of this project, Fiona took part, and she chose to use the money to buy an annual membership card for Historic Scotland. She's a carer for her mum, so the card gives her a kind of flexible respite. It means that she can access any of the Historic Scotland properties for free, and it also means that she can take her mum with her, so the times that maybe she doesn't want to break away from her mum, she can take her with her and they can have some quality time together outside of the home. After the events, Fiona's mum actually underwent an SDS assessment from her local authority, and they're hoping to start accessing direct payments to help Fiona's mum to get out and about a bit more.
I was just about to reapply for self-directed support for my mother, and so I thought it would be good to go along and find out some more information before we applied for self-directed support. I was advised by MECOPP about the meetings. They were making us think more about how we would use the funding for self-directed support, what kind of things that you need, aims and outcomes. We did have a social worker come out and she assessed my mother. And again, just like the first time 3 years ago, what they were offering was for someone to come in and look after my mum so that I could have the day away. And I told her that I was on the 2-day training, and I advised her that we could use the funding for days out. When I applied for that, the point was of taking my mum along so we could do this together. It was something that my mum and dad used to do in the past. They used to go out around all of Scotland and they went and seen historic places, but my mum's not been able to do it for the last several years due to ill health and disability. And I thought this would be a good way of getting out, both of us together. The woman from social services who came out, we wasn't too sure that we could do that. Her whole aim was getting someone to come in and look after my mum, and she talked us through about someone coming in. I kept trying to advise that this is what we were looking for, a day out and a couple of other things for my mum. The way that I feel that self-directed support should be is for the person with the disability who's applying for it saying what they need, what would make their life easier, what would make their life more worth living, things that helps them keep out of hospital, betters their health. So I think they're in the best position to say what they need. I hope that my mum does pass for the self-directed support, that we can get days out, because we were planning days out. We bought a flask, we bought a picnic set, as you can see, it's sitting up there in the kitchen. I hope we can spend more time together. We were planning on taking nieces and nephews, so we've packed stools into the camper van so that they can come along with us. We're going to rotate all of our nieces and nephews and take them with us for the day. It's just keeping the family together and going out and doing things together. I didn't feel that my mother, because she's elderly and disabled, should be left behind, that she should be going with us on days out and enjoying life as much as the rest of us.
Fiona's story shows that just a small amount of money can make quite a big difference to people. The card only costs £67, but it gives Fiona a year's worth of flexible respite. It means that she can take a break at a time and a place that's convenient for her and in a way that makes sense for her. Most importantly for Fiona is that the card also allows her to take her mum with her not having a breakaway necessarily from her mum, but maybe a breakaway with her mum. It's really quite a simple but creative way of looking at carer support, and I think that this card definitely makes more sense for Fiona than some of the other carer support that was offered to her in the past.